Yeah. The title isn't clickbait. I'm going to need all of you to listen and don't judge. Or perhaps save the judgment towards the end of the story. I'm going to need this one here. Let's just hop right into the story. This was when I was in school and I lived up in I was a younger man. One day I got it in my head to go into the bathroom with a little Sharpie and write, "There's a pipe bomb in locker 242. Or whatever locker it was. I don't remember the specifics. I do remember saying there was a pipe bomb though. Why? That's a good question. Why? Because I thought it was fucking funny. So the next day, there seems to be a SWAT team ripping out this poor kid's locker. They had the bomb squad and the SWAT team, and they had the hallway shut down, and they were ripping out this poor kid's fucking locker with crowbars and shit and checking it for bombs and everything. And that's when the gravity and the weight of the situation really hit. It made me realize what I had done. That poor fucking sap, too. All of his books and textbooks and binders were just skewed all over the place and shit. Everyone's panicking. And I'm still kind of snickering because I'm a young, edgy fucking punk. And I thought that was so fucking funny. So a lot of kids get called into questioning, you know, they're going down the line. They're going through like all the repeat offenders and bad kids, and I wasn't known for particularly following the rules. And then eventually they narrow it down to me and 3 other kids. The time period in which the bomb threat was originally reported was between like an hour window, and they caught me and 3 kids. And me being the maniacal genius I am, got caught walking out of the bathroom at the time and period in which it was reported, twirling a fucking Sharpie betwixt my fingers. So it was kind of, you know, an open and shut case. It was like, he did it. We know he did it. He's the only one laughing.
Mr. Dumbass.
I'm involved with the police now. This is a punishable offense, and I'm gonna be facing some sort of reprehension. It's not looking good. I got arrested. They put me in handcuffs. I'm doing the walk of shame down the hallway as everyone's looking at me, shaking their heads like, you really thought that was funny?
You need to leave.
And it kind of was. I stand by it. It was funny. People like to think I try to be funny for people around me. And that's just simply not the case. I'm funny for me. I do and say things that are going to make me laugh. Numero uno over here. Other people just happen to laugh along, and which is good, and I like that. But they're not the main target audience. I am. As long as I'm laughing, it's mission success. But not in this case, no, so I got arrested.
Dumbass material all the way.
But turns out, I had one saving grace. You see, in my old school, I was diagnosed with ADHD. Could you believe that? Yeah. A young man having trouble sitting still and paying attention in a boring-ass sterile classroom? Couldn't be. So I had ADHD. And technically, that put me under the same umbrella as special needs. That's right, I was technically a special needs student. And so when I got transferred schools, it didn't say what my diagnosis was. All it said was I was special needs. So after being interrogated by detectives and everything, they were like, oh, this kid's fucking retarded. Yeah. Who could have ever fucking guessed, huh? They were being lenient on the charges because I was special needs. So I decided to play into that. I knew I couldn't pass as fully Down syndrome or like anything too severe. So I only had 2 options in my mind. Was I could pretend to have fetal alcohol syndrome.
What?
Or I could pretend to be autistic.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So I decided on the latter because, like, I could pretend to be autistic better. I had a cousin who had autism. He was my inspiration for my performance. How do you pretend to be autistic, Tristan? Allow me to demonstrate. So I had to go in front of, like, a criminal psychologist. And they had to ask me what were my motivations behind why I would do such a heinous, odious, and villainous act. And this was basically verbatim, word for word, my performance. You know, you want to look as nervous as possible. So I'm putting my head down like this. You know, I'm struggling to make eye contact. And then I started to do this hand movement where I would wring my hands nervously while, like, you know. And then I had to incorporate a stutter. I was like, but I don't know. I just thought it just the nail in the coffin too is every conversation I had to try to railroad it into Minecraft. Well, Tristan, what do you like to do in your free time? I like playing Minecraft, you know. God damn, I'm going to hell. Woo! Zooey mama, I'm going to fucking hell, ain't I? Yeah. So I just railroaded every conversation into talking about Minecraft, wringing my hands nervously, avoiding eye contact, and having a very, you know, submissive demeanor. And somehow, some way, I had convinced this 20-plus year criminal psychologist that I was afflicted with the autism. That's right. Not only did I have a touch of it, I was full-fledged. And not only that, I didn't know any better. But I did. I know exactly what I did. Oh my God. So she tells the judge and all the deputies and the teachers and the school board, I didn't know any better. I didn't know what I was doing. I am very remorseful and all the charges should be dropped, which they did.
Wow! You can't keep getting away with it! You can't keep getting away with it!
They dropped all of the charges because I am special needs. Or at least so they thought. And yeah, I kind of got away with that one. I can already feel the judgment and the disdain towards me through the screen. And listen, I'm going to tell you now, shut the fuck up. I did what I had to survive. And by survive, I mean dodge personal accountability and ramifications for what I had done and my own consequences. So fuck you. I might do it again. In Fortnite. No! You know what, and don't blame me. Our education system, we need to work better on accommodating people with special needs and attention deficit disorders and all types of learning disabilities instead of just lapping them all together under the same umbrella and being like, fuck it, figure it out.
Lock in for a nigga. You wondering why you ain't made it to the top and ain't got no motion cause you won't lock in. Lock in.
So don't blame me for taking advantage of an already dog shit, you know, educational system. I'm not going to take criticism from you. I don't know how you feel about that though, babe.
Sit your fucking ass down now and eat my pussy.
That's enough out of you. That's a fucking enough out of you. All right, anyways, that's the video.